dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he walk you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Save the last dance for me. I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. So don't forget who's taking you home or in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh baby, won't you save the last dance for me? Ooh, you make a promise that you'll save the last dance for me. Save the last dance, the very last dance for me. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, haunt my dreams. No, 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 they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always, always keep the memory of
till 3. The way you've changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. I could show the world how to smile. I could be glad all the while. I could change the gray skies to blue if I had you. I could leave the old days behind, leave all my pals, I'd never mind. I could start my life all anew if I had you. I could climb the snow-capped mountains, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you by my side. Well, I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. I could climb the snow-capped mountains, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you by my side. I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had just like a samba that sways so cool and swings so gentle that when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. Oh, how I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day as she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking in. When she passes, I smile, but she doesn't see.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela, menina que vem e que passa, doce balanço a caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado do sol de Ipanema, o seu balançado é mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Ah, porque estou tão sozinho. Ah, porque tudo é tão triste. Ah, a beleza que existe. A beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Ah, se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo inteirinho se enche de graça e fica mais lindo por causa do amor. Por causa do amor.
Oh, how I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day as she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking in. When she passes, I smile, but she doesn't see. She just doesn't see. She just doesn't see. She doesn't see me.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps that Georgia on my mind, on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. You know it does, baby. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, oh, peace I find, just an old sweet song, old sweet song, Georgia on my mind. Oh, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on
course of Michigan-Flint is about to begin. Please hold on a second.
We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 December commencement ceremony of the University of Michigan-Flint is about to begin. Please turn off all cell phones and pagers and keep them off for the duration of the ceremony. Let the processional music begin. Professor Kenneth Schilling, Marshal for today's ceremony. The candidates for doctoral degrees and master's degrees. The candidates for bachelor degrees. The fact. The faculty and administration of the University of Michigan-Flint. Chancellor Susan Borrego. If you are able, please rise and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Douglas Knurr, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at the University of Michigan-Flint. On behalf of the Chancellor, the faculty, staff, and administration, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 December Commencement Ceremony. Please join me in recognizing members of the platform party, beginning with the Cabinet of the University. Will Cabinet please rise and be recognized? The Council of Deans of the University, please rise and be recognized. The faculty of the university, please rise and be recognized. The President of Student Government and the representative of Staff Council of the university, please rise and be recognized. Now, to give our formal welcoming remarks and to address the class of 2016, please welcome to the podium the 7th Chancellor of the University of Michigan-Flint, Chancellor Susan E. Borrego.
Good afternoon and welcome, and congratulations, graduates. Today we celebrate 630 new U of M Flint graduates. We honor the hard work and accomplishment that has brought each of you here. And we recognize that all along this journey, you've been supported by parents, grandparents, spouses and partners, extended family and friends. Few of us reach this milestone alone. Let's start today by thanking everyone who is here with you today and everyone who has lifted you up along the way. I also want to recognize the faculty and staff who care so deeply for our students and have worked hard on your behalf during your time here. They are the heart and soul of our campus. Let's thank them for all they do. You are graduating from U of M Flint at a very special time in history. This year marks our 60th anniversary. It was in 1956 that Charles Stewart Mott galvanized the community to support a University of Michigan campus in Flint and pledged a $1 million gift to help support our founding. Now you will become one of the 44,000 alumni who have graduated from this campus since that visionary gift. Imagine that paying it forward. 44,000 men and women who are making a difference in their communities and in our world. And now you too will continue the tradition of serving the city, the state, the nation, and the world that needs all you have to offer. The hard work and determination that brought you here, all you have learned while you were here, and who you've become. But you're also graduating in a time of fractiousness and fracture. Too often now we are a divided people. It's us versus them. Comedian and talk show host Trevor Noah recently wrote an essay in the New York Times about this. He said that, quote, instead of speaking in measured tones about what unites us, we are screaming at each other about what divides us, end quote. Noah grew up in apartheid South Africa and knows very well about societal divisions. His essay reflected the critical role Nelson Mandela played in bringing the very divided nation together. Mandela, he said, never wavered from his convictions and his insistence on equality, and yet his compassionate leadership reached out to include all. Mandela said, quote, our human compassion binds us to one another, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who've learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future, end quote. Hope for the future. I am looking at hope for the future all around us today. It is in our ability to harness the education we've worked so hard to attain and combine it with the compassionate leadership Mr. Mandela so exemplified and we can emulate. As leaders in BEST, we can work to better understand one another, better help one another, and better serve in building a just and fair society. In a few minutes, the university will inaugurate a new medal to mark our 60th anniversary. It will become one of the highest honors the university will award. The University of Michigan-Flint Medal of Excellence and Leadership will signify a special and deep level of leadership and service. We are so pleased to award this first medal to the Mott family, whose visionary gift helped to found this campus and provide tremendous decades-long support for the region, reflect compassion, commitment, and caring that have known no bounds. Ms. Mary Ann Mott, Chair of the Board of Trustees of the Ruth Ann Mott Foundation, will accept the award on behalf of her family. Graduates, Mr. Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I think that bears saying again. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. You will be able to take what you've learned, the critical and complex thinking, into all parts of your life and our world. I cannot wait to see what you'll do with it. We are proud of you. You are the leaders and best. Congratulations again. May the force be with you, and go blue.
In 1950, a group of leaders set forth a vision for establishing a university to serve the city of Flint, the region, and the people of Michigan. Among those leaders were Charles Stewart and Ruth Mott, who urged the community and the University of Michigan to take action. In turn, the Motts offered $1 million in matching funds to help the university get off the ground. With these bold acts of leadership and service, the University of Michigan-Flint was born 6 years later in 1956. This year marks our 60th anniversary. It's an occasion to lift up our proud past and also to celebrate the bold future that awaits us and that awaits you, our graduates. Because of the foresight of leaders like the Mott family, this university has served as an anchor for the region, as an institution of educational excellence, and as a vital resource for this city. In our 60 years, over 44,000 students have graduated from the University of Michigan-Flint. Our alumni have contributed to the vibrancy and health of the region, become teachers and nurses, created businesses, and forged paths in the art, in government, and too many other fields to name. They have been a backbone for this region and leaders here and around the globe. In honor of this milestone and the tradition of service and leadership exemplified by the Mott family, the University of Michigan-Flint is establishing the Medal of Excellence for Leadership and Service. The medal is awarded to a visionary who represents excellence, bold leadership, and unyielding service on behalf of the people of Flint. The University of Flint Medal of Excellence for Leadership and Service is presented today to the family of Charles Stewart Mott. Today, Ms. Mary Ann Mott, the daughter of Charles Stewart and Ruth Mott, accepts the award on behalf of the entire Mott family. Ms. Mott, a philanthropic leader, environmentalist, rancher, photographer, indeed reflects her family's legacy of excellence, vision, and leadership. An alumna of the University of Michigan, Ms. Mott is the mother of 2 children. The leadership, service, and generosity of the Mott family is unwavering and transformational. It has been a gift to this city and the university and an inspiration to us all. It is with great pride and gratitude that Chancellor Susan Borrego awards the Mott family, represented today by Mary Ann Mott, the University of Michigan-Flint Medal of Excellence for Leadership and Service.
Well, I thank you all for this great honor. It's wonderful to be included in this 60th anniversary of the University of Michigan in Flint and to celebrate the achievements of this graduating class and the innumerable contributions that you, their family, friends, and faculty have made to their success. It is a great honor to represent the Mott family in receiving this award. Servant leadership, a philosophy and set of practices that enriches the lives of individuals, builds better organizations, and creates a more just and caring world, has long been embraced by my family. Such was the thinking when, in the mid-50s, my father traveled to Lansing to make the case for the establishment of a 4-year university, one that would allow the entire community access to a first-class college education without having to leave home. That bold idea took hold and received support through public bonding as well as private dollars. Its mission, to be a comprehensive urban university of diverse learning and scholars, committed to advancing our local and global communities. University of Michigan-Flint began to sprout on Applewood's back 40 acres. My father delighted to see students where there had been a small herd of milk cows before. Since then, it has relocated and grown into a campus that embraces that mission as it straddles the Flint River in the heart of our city. Today, the university provides fertile ground in which to nurture and grow the servant leaders of the future. That's you. Now more than ever, our community, our country, and our world need to learn how to better understand and bridge our differences. As one of our leading institutions of learning, the University of Michigan is particularly qualified to answer this call. Through its culture, as well as its courses, this institution can both embody and advocate for the openness, curiosity, critical thinking, and civil discourse so essential to a healthy future. It can provide a safe and respectful working, teaching, and learning environment, free of discrimination, threats, harassment, or violence. Through its engagement with our schools and the broader community, it can expand and deepen our understanding of our many cultures, histories, beliefs, and practices. And in doing so, it can bring us together. It can, it must, and I fully believe it will with its current leadership. With that vision in mind, on behalf of the Mott family, I enthusiastically accept this award. Thank you.
Today's keynote speaker has a life story that is rich and inspiring. Bernard LaFayette Jr. has devoted his life to nonviolent social change. He is an activist, lecturer, minister, and educator. He was one of the freedom riders, the civil rights activists who challenged segregation in public transportation in the American South in 1961 while enduring violence and imprisonment. He was a co-founder of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee in 1960 and was a leader of the Nashville movement lunch counter sit-ins of the same year. Dr. LaFayette was appointed by Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. to be National Program Administrator for the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and the National Coordinator of the 1968 Poor People's Campaign. Dr. LaFayette earned his degrees from the American Baptist Theological Seminary and Harvard University. He has taught and led peace and nonviolence training in several countries, including South Africa, Haiti, and the United States. Last month, Dr. LaFayette received the Mahatma Gandhi International Award for Reconciliation and Peace in South Africa, and he is the co-author of In Peace and Freedom, My Journey in Selma. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bernard LaFayette.
Thank you very much to our distinguished Chancellor, Dr. Regal, and to the faculty, students, staff, friends, and supporters of this distinguished University, to this assembled faculty, administrators, this august institution of higher learning, more importantly, to the students who are graduating, family members, I render my most sincere greetings, congratulations, and tidings of peace during this season. Dr. Martin Luther King once noted, peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. Now, you're going to witness history at this moment. As a Baptist preacher, I never spoke in such a short period of time. But I learned through experience, and I share this with you. I pastored a Presbyterian church in Tuskegee, Alabama. And they asked me to come and to conduct the service until they find them a Presbyterian preacher. And I had enough training in the seminary to understand that you had to appreciate that there were differences in the type of services. So I asked the elder when I arrived, how long did you have in the service, the order of service for the sermon? Because I wanted to be respectful to the order of service. And this elder looked at me very chagrined and looked back. He said, now, Reverend, I don't know what you've heard about the Presbyterian Church, but we do not put a limit on the sermon. And I thanked him. And then he said, you can preach as long as you want to. We leave at 12. So I can do this. I'm deeply honored, and it's just a profound privilege sharing this time with you today and on this special occasion. All I can do is hold back my emotions when I look at this graduating class. I'm so proud of you and what you've done these years since you've been here. And this is no small thing. That's why your relatives and family members and all of them are here to witness this occasion with you and to celebrate this honor which cannot be put in words. Sometimes we choose opportunities, and there are other times that opportunities choose us. So I would say today, you have been chosen. And what does that mean? That means that you have reached a high mark in your professional career. And because he who has much, much is, you know what I mean. And it was as the moment that surrounds me now, that I briefly share with you. First of all, the title of this address. In the African tradition, they usually give the title of the address after the address is over so you know what it was. But on this occasion, I will share with you a simple title, and the title is, What If? What If? Yes. When we look at the experiences that we have in the past, I can only think of the narrow escapes that I had with death. There was a time in Selma, Alabama, when a car pulled up in front of my house and was waiting for me. And no sooner than I pulled up, they came and asked me to give them a ride. And with my generosity, I said, yes, I will give you a ride. They said, how much would it cost? I said, it won't cost anything, which meant that I was going to give a push and then take off. But they wanted me to pay me off once I gave them a push. And when I wouldn't accept any money in advance or even intend to later, they changed their minds and they decided to kidnap me in front of my house in Selma, Alabama. And then when I bent over to look to see whether the bumpers matched, they hit me over the head and tried to kill me. This huge guy, crew cut, shirt, sleeve rolled up his shoulder. He was assigned for that special duty. And when he hit me the first time, I went down, and then I got up again. And then he hit me again, and I went down. But I got up again. And I couldn't see him because the blood was dripping down my face and my eyelids. But I faced him. And then I realized that he had a gun, and he was using this gun to club me over the head, and he was really frantic because he's supposed to have knocked me out the first go around. That's why he had the assignment. And when I stood up and I looked in his direction, I saw the gun. And I turned around and I called my neighbor and I said, Red. That's what we call light-skinned Negroes. Red. Red. And he came across the banister upstairs, and Red had been in the military, and he had his weapon. He had his rifle, and he was trying to get a beam on this guy who was trying to kill me. And I turned around and faced Red, and I said, Red, don't shoot. Don't shoot, Red. I'm looking up at Red, and every time Red would try to get a beam on him, I would move into space to protect the guy who had the gun in my back. Now, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult for a person to shoot somebody in the back who's trying to protect him. Finally jumped in the car and took off. The end of that story is that's the same night that Medgar Evers was killed in Mississippi. He was a state executive director of the NAACP in Mississippi. We later learned from the FBI. The FBI, by the way, has information. By the way. It was the same night that Medgar Evers was killed. There was a 3-state conspiracy because Ben Elton Cox was supposed to have been killed in Louisiana the same night. I suppose to have been one of the numbers on the tombstone, but I'm here. I was also captured in Colombia. Yes, Colombia, Latin America. I was kidnapped by the FARC. Yes. So that's why I'm glad to be here with you. Moving on, I simply want to say that my first point is that we run into challenges. You. Yes. In fact, you've been challenged already coming through this institution. Yes, you've been challenged. In fact, you've been challenged by some of your relatives, close friends. There are times when some of you had decided that you were going to stop, and there was something that pushed you on till the end. We run into challenges. And when we run into challenges, the important thing we must do is to understand our purpose. Some people raise the question, how do you continue to go on? Well, I tell you, the first thing you've got to do is to have a mission in life. You. In other words, you need to decide what you're willing not only to live for, but something that's so important that you're willing to die. Martin Luther King said it. Unless you have found something in life that's so dear and so sweet and so precious to you that you're willing to give your life to, you've not yet lived. And that's why when they shot Martin Luther King, it was too late, because he'd already given his life to a cause that was greater than physical life. So when they came, it was too late. He'd already given his life. There was nothing to take. So the challenge is to find something in life. If you don't have a motto, you need to get one now that you're graduating. Decide what your motto is. And make sure that's what they put on your tombstone. Yes. Tell your little cousins, all right? The little ones, so they'll remember, all right? Yeah. Put a painting on your wall with your motto in life. Rushing on. After the challenge comes the charge. And the charge is, you've got to make sure that the goal that you're trying to reach pre-exists in the means that you use. Now let's get off the philosophical stuff, okay? Because I'm already behooved with the greatest of grandiosity. In other words, I'm saying to you, graduating class, and those who are in hearing distance, that we are in a new day. Things are not going to be the same. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you are facing a new day. And you're going to understand more clearly what this world is about. Because we have the same practices, the same philosophies, the same, not only in the United States, but around the world. And what is that saying? There are people who do not respect other people because they put more emphasis on the differences than the things they have in common. Yes, we are different. But we are also the same. And our emphasis has to be on the same, not the differences, because we have more in common than these differences. And we have to come to the fact and the reality that these differences really don't make a difference. But what if, I got to go now, what if we understand ourselves a little bit better? What if we understand that it's not our experiences in life that makes us, it's our interpretation of those experiences? If we can make sure that we are not affected in a negative way by the things that we experience in life, and the only way you do that is you understand your opponents. You understand those people who are different. And don't go by what their Twitter is, okay? Understand deeply where they're coming from. Because if you don't understand where they're coming from, you will not understand where they're going. We are charged. But I say to you, the next generation, we give the torch to you. Don't burn down, okay, the cities. We give the torch to you so that you will be able to light the way for others. Yes, that's why you need the torch. So we have brighter days and not full of midnights. You have to carry that torch, and we are passing it on to you. Don't you let anybody turn you around. Don't let anybody make you so upset that you lose yourself. You know how people say, I lost it? Don't lose it, please. Don't lose yourself. Stay in control of yourself, and then you can stay in control of the situation. If you can keep your head. When all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait, don't be rushing. Wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about. Don't deal in lies or being hated. Don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make dreams your thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumphs and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth when you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and scoop and build them up with the worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk them on one turn of pitch and toss, lose, start again at your beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart, your nerve, and sinew to serve your term long after they're all gone, so hold on. When there's nothing else in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, not lose the common touch. If neither foreign nor loving friends can hurt you, if all has been counted, none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that is in it. And what is more, you'll be prepared to run. Yes, we are in a new period, but don't let that new period change who you are. We faced challenges in the 60s. You look at somebody who's been to jail 30 times. I used to think it was 27, but I went back and counted up the times I was arrested while I was in jail. You're looking at somebody who's been left for dead, beaten up. But our challenge to you is that you can make it if you try. And now the other thing I have to share with you is if you're going to make it, you got to get you a song. You got to get you a song that you can sing with your eyes closed. A song that you can sing as you go off to sleep at night. a song that's your song. Because when you begin to sing your song, then there's nothing that can turn you around. And don't you let nobody, you hear what I say, University of Michigan graduates, huh, Flint? Don't let nobody turn you around. I'm going to go 1 minute over. When I was in Chicago, we dealt with lead poisoning problem. The paint was peeling off the wall because it was lead-based paint. And the little babies up to 5 years old were eating the paint chips because the glucose was in the lead, and it tastes good to them, so it was like sweet potato chips. And they ate that chip. And it did brain damage, and it caused them to go blind, and they got paralyzed. This is lead poisoning. I know about lead poisoning. I went to the director of Chicago, the director of health, and you know what he told me? We can't do any screening because if we did a screening, well, the hospitals would be full. And I was nonviolent, even then. And I said, would you rather for the graveyards to be full or the hospitals? I had to leave out of there in a hurry because I wanted to keep my nonviolence. You know what we did? And this is my last challenge to you. This is the charge. The charge is find a way to make a way. You know what we did? We found a chemist, and that chemist developed a litmus test. Yeah, litmus test. And what they were doing, the chemist was able to show how you can discover the amount of corporal porphyrin in the urine. And when there was a high portion of corporal porphyrin in the urine, it correlated with a high percentage of lead in the blood. Lead poisoning will destroy your brain. So we organized high school students, and they went and collected urine from the little babies, came back in a makeshift lab down at Project House, okay, there in Chicago, the West Side. And they found large numbers of babies already affected by the lead. And we got St. Luke Presbyterian Church to take the babies and do a lead level test. And we did our own screening. In other words, if the people who are responsible won't do what's right, then you do it yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. LaFayette. Will the students wearing the gold honor cords please rise? It is customary in commencement ceremonies to give special recognition, absolutely. This recognition reflects a superior level of ability, a high distinction of scholarship, and an exemplary record of achievement. Please join me in again congratulating the honor students on their achievements. Congratulations. You may be seated. The Maize and Blue Distinguished Scholar Awards were established to recognize graduating seniors who combine exceptionally high academic achievements with exemplary service to the university and community. They have been nominated by their academic department or program and selected by the Scholarships, Awards, and Special Events Committee. The Maize and Blue Award is the most prestigious award given by the university to graduating seniors. Will the recipients of the Maize and Blue Awards please approach the platform as directed by the ushers?
Nickie Hewitt. Shireen Baig. Anastasia Dula. Rini K. Ecker. Altrashana Adams. Alexandra L. Mansour. Matthew Roden. Melissa E. Sanborn. Hannah F. E. Slade. Brianna L. Williams. Taylor R. Johanna.
Each year, a Maize and Blue Award winner is chosen as the student speaker. I am very proud and pleased to introduce you to Nickie Hewitt. Nickie is an example of what we mean by leaders and best at the University of Michigan-Flint. Service to the campus and community have been central to Nickie's studies at UM-Flint. She has tutored fellow students, volunteered for community events, and was president of the Student Nursing Association. Nickie is not the only one in her family to pursue nursing at UM-Flint. Her mother is an alumna who is a nurse anesthetist, and Nickie's twin sister and fellow Maize and Blue Award recipient Brianna Williams is also graduating today with her degree in nursing. Please join me in both congratulating and welcoming student speaker Nickie Hewitt to the podium.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, family, friends, and faculty. I am honored to speak with you today. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2016. When I reflect on my most inspiring moments and situations that changed me as a person, my nursing professors and staff come to mind. The University of Michigan-Flint has always made me feel welcome, supported, and encouraged as a student. And the School of Nursing made me family. I think back on every patient I've taken care of for inspiration. The recovering patients returning home after a long struggle. The dying patients holding my hand as they faced their last moments. Those experiences changed me profoundly. However, when I sat to write this speech, the nursing department staff fills my mind with life lessons I could never have experienced anywhere else. My instructors went that extra mile by motivating me to grow as a student, as a nurse, and as an individual. One of my favorite experiences here at the University of Michigan-Flint was speaking to new nursing students at their induction ceremony. I was assigned to give a speech to the new cohorts and their families. I stood on stage in the University Theater and spoke to hundreds of people about my experiences. My first induction, I spoke to the audience about the reasons I donated my time to the university. I explained that I wanted more. I wanted more out of my education than the materials being taught in class and clinical. I wanted an education that was going to give me more than just intellectual growth. I was seeking personal growth. I wanted to learn what it really meant to help people. I realized I could be more than a student. I could be a mentor. I had transitioned from a student striving for honors to a student eager for growth. Throughout my time here, I have found mentors, I have been inspired, and I have been changed by these experiences. My mentors had faith in me when I had very little. When I had to give that first speech, I was surrounded by the support of the faculty, staff, and my fellow classmates. Once I finished speaking to the new students and their families, I received a standing ovation by those very instructors who saw something inside me that I could not see for myself. I can say that after the experiences I've had, I have lived my first speech. I have succeeded in my goal of getting more out of my education. And today, on this stage, I give my final speech as part of the graduating class of 2016. I am graduating from the University of Michigan-Flint, a proud student with a new goal, a goal to be just like my mentors, to be the instructors that ignited something in me that led to the positive changes I've made in others' lives. We all have personal experiences that made us who we are today. All of you have a speech just like mine somewhere inside of you. Each one of you will take away more than just the knowledge you have acquired here. You will take away the experiences that changed you personally. Everyone has someone that has enriched their life for the better here at the University of Michigan-Flint, be it an instructor, advisor, fellow student, or family. Remember to carry that with you on your next path in life. Today, here at this commencement, we celebrate the beginning of something new and exciting. The word commence means to begin. We are not only celebrating our successful completion of the schooling we sought out, but the start of what's to come. On your future paths, remember the experiences that have changed you and the people that have enriched your life. I want to personally thank my family because I truly could not have done this alone. My mother has been an inspiration to me. She graduated from this very nursing program in 1998 while raising a family of 6. A special thank you to my husband, who encouraged me through the all-nighters and the endless time spent writing papers. Lastly, thank you to my twin sister, who is graduating beside me today. We made it through this program together. We both pushed and at times pulled each other through the grueling assignments, clinical days that just weren't going our way, and volunteer events. We motivated each other to be better. I am confident that all of you have that special person that inspired and mentored you. Please take this opportunity to thank them. I leave you with one of my favorite quotes by Vince Lombardi. We will chase perfection, and we will chase it relentlessly, knowing all the while we can never attain it. But along the way, we shall catch excellence. I hope we all can continue to be motivated and motivate others. Congratulations on your success, and good luck in your future endeavors. Go Blue.
Now, we will give public recognition to the students of the University of Michigan-Flint who are graduating today. Those candidates for all degrees will be presented by the deans of their respective schools. Dr. Vahid Lotfi will now begin the presentation of the graduates from our doctoral, specialist, and master's degree programs.
Will the candidates for the doctoral, specialist, and master's degree please rise? Chancellor Borrego, on recommendation of the faculty of the Executive Board of the Horace H. Rackham School of Graduate Studies, the College of Art and Sciences, the School of Management, the School of Health Professions and Studies, School of Education and Human Services, and the School of Nursing, I present these candidates to you and recommend them for the degrees of Doctor of Anesthesia Practice, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Education, Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Business Administration, Master of Public Health, and Master of Science in Nursing upon recommendation of their respective course of study.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the regents of the university, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty. In recognition of this accomplishment, you will receive your diploma cover and be arrayed with the appropriate hood.
Will the candidates now standing please come to the stage as directed by the ushers?
Doctor of Anesthesia Practice, John Roebuck. Doctor of Physical Therapy, Sophia Anthony. John Miller. Doctor of Education, Peggy Yates. Doctor of Nursing Practice, Suzanne Deanne Hughes. Melanie Michelle Martin. Master of Arts in Liberal Studies, Christine Moore. Master of Public Administration, About Awilan. Thanks. Colin Bailey. Robert Carson. Katrina Dills. John Neek. Dustin Frigge. Taria Gunter. Christine Hagen. Erica Jones. Heidi Fanoff. Laura Phelps. Nadine Powell. Tishera Price. Laura Preby. Jeanette Stosky. Master of Arts in English Language and Literature, Jason Harold. Master of Arts in Social Science, F.D. Beardsley. Nicholas Carr. Master of Science in Biology, Katrina Gilmet. Master of Science in Computer Science and Information Systems, Abdul Mihsan Al-Nazi. Andrew Dickinson. Ramu Emadi. AJ Kasson. Manisha Kata. Vinil Kuragayala. Seravi Mahashwarabu. Ratan Redni Muduganti. Ramesh Navarati. Santosh Kumar Putraju. Amteja Reddy Pulu. Robert Serminski. Sandeep Kumar Tommy. Master of Business Administration. John Ross Campu. Lonnie Dixon. Megan Ferkey. Erin Kingsley. Maria Lawantel. Courtney Martin. Garrett Neville. Sherry Powers. Eric Ramsayer. Jeffrey Sweet. Ryan Thomas. Stephanie Wisner. Rachel Wanderlich. Master of Science in Accounting. Luciana Bartley. Sandy Doe. Master of Public Health. Ariel Anjan Winson. Maha Chris. Asim El Bakhit. Antoine Martin. Sheila Moore. Samantha Ogunowski. Neda Sechagag. Master of Science in Health Education. And Jill Johnson. Master of Art in Early Childhood Education. Melanie Briggs. Denise Graham. Dorothy Heb-Erling. Stacy Hillig. Leela Fave. Sarah Michael. Starletta Red Henry. Violet Sabo. Master of Arts in Education Technology, Monica Cotton. Janie Cushman. Michael Hastings. Joseph Posante. Master of Arts in Literacy Education, Teresa Grove Check. Laura Michelson. Laura Stalting. Master of Arts in Special Education, Sarah Prosh. Cheryl Rose. This concludes the awards for the doctoral, specialist, and master's degrees.
You may be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Susan Gano Phillips, and I am Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. I now call upon candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences to please rise. Chancellor Borrego. On completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences.
By the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the regents of the university and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are a candidate, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences now standing please come on stage as directed by the ushers for presentation of diplomas?
Shireen Baig.
Anastasia Dula.
Salma Al-Arafat.
Hannah Slade.
Leila Al-Ghawi.
Badir Al-Sharaf.
Yazid Al-Hattab.
Mukrin Al-Hashri.
Hussein Al-Mishi.
Abdul Mahed Al-Hamoud.
Muhammad Al-Rayez.
Daniel Bailey.
Jaqueda Bailey.
Candice Bender.
Donovan Bennett.
Kayla Bennett.
Bradley Bellinger.
Christine Bigelow.
Congratulations. Mohamed Ben Haushan.
Ethan Bush.
Alexandra Caldwell.
Joshua Cloutier.
Savannah Bryant.
Joshua Caldwell.
Sierra Coley.
Christopher Campbell.
Tasha Dixon.
Casey Chisnell.
Rini Ecker.
Just wait. Mackenzie Clark.
Alyssa Evans.
Frashon Darrow.
Victoria Flynn.
Marisa Ditri.
Lucy Gibbons.
Dwayne Elledge.
Lauren Graham.
Brandon Eggleston.
Shajiel Haider.
Joseph Files.
Rebecca Haviland.
Mary Jo Gallagher.
Yes. Rachel Hawkin.
April Gist.
Kenneth Ingalls.
Megan Grider.
Amanda Jack.
Natalia Hale.
Jillian Jones.
Christine Hensel.
Aaron Cato.
Joseph Haladick.
Caitlin Kelly.
Raisalor Humphrey III.
Brianna Carrison.
Tambria Ingram.
Matthew Landis.
Kayla Jackson.
Jovante Lawrence.
Leanne Kellett.
Ashley Lean.
Brendan Kemper.
Lopicolo Schmidt.
Dylan Krupp.
Alicia.
Timothy McEwan.
Alicia Loren.
Christopher Minlin.
Jackson Lemon.
Angel Morrow.
Jake Linder.
Alexis Muller.
Tiffany. Tiffany Lopez.
Alexis Harvey.
Nicole Miller.
Alexis Nelson.
Jennifer Morgan.
Virginia Cho.
Katrina Mosley.
Charlotte O'Day.
Alexis Nelson.
Tanya Pupur.
Kylie Niver.
Kelsey Reed.
Susan K. Osborne.
Tyler Reynolds.
Megan Reed.
Jin Sakuma.
Christopher Roland.
Cameron Symington.
Linda Samara.
Courtney Stevens.
Jamie Sherrod.
Andrea Saidor.
Shelley Sprecher Hitch.
Ella Thorpe.
Crystal Star Perry. Good.
Travis Turner.
Caitlin Stewart.
Brittany Wagoner.
Rebecca Sorsinski.
Rachel Wedall.
Alexander Theodorov.
Hannah Wick Harris.
Jessica Tonkovich.
Bailey Wright.
Hey, Ben, how are you? Benjamin Van Slyke. Oh, David Washington. Brandon Willingham. This concludes the awarding of the diplomas to graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Arts and Sciences graduates may be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Scott Johnson, and I am the Dean of the School of Management. I now call upon the candidates from the School of Management to please rise. Chancellor Borrego. Upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Management.
by the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the regents of the university, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are a candidate, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the School of Management, now standing, please come on stage as directed by the ushers for the presentation of diplomas?
Altrashana Adams.
Ahmed Alali.
Ahmad Al-Nazi.
Faris Al-Katani.
Ahmad Al-Azhari.
Ahmed Al-Sukerat.
Khalid Al-Buaynan.
Abdullah Al-Suwabi.
Robert Allison.
Michael Bender.
Muhammad Al-Qahtani.
Morgan Brown.
Abdurrahman Al-Rudaini.
Anthony Carey.
Shelby O'Neill.
Pamela Chapeta.
Amber Beach.
Terry Deere.
Terry Bigelow.
Ursula Fiallo.
Courtney Busher.
Felicia Foster.
Andrew Chapo.
Hajra Guman.
Meredith Davis.
Hillary Herbrook.
Dave Derkaz.
Megan Hummel.
Brittany Farlow.
Janelle Quandwe.
Mary Hannah Finch.
Penda Benge.
David Furtado.
Jasmine Moody.
Brian Hemi.
Elizabeth Nalon.
Gregory Hooper.
Nicole Perry.
DeQuindron Johnson.
Jakaira Russer.
Laura Marshall.
Yusuf Saud. Oh, good, thank you.
Joshua McNeely.
Alexander Smith. No.
Juliet Murphy.
Noah Stevens.
Desiree Nelson.
Aaron Zabo.
Austin Patton.
Nikolina Witanowski.
Spencer Rucksager.
Michael Wilczynski.
Emily Sears. Leah Snell. Tori Swanson. Sean Tabor. Allison Wilcox. David Young. Saud Al-Ghawaizani. Alicia Pitts. Jeffrey Pitts. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to graduates of the School of Management.
You may be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Donna Fry, and I am the Dean of the School of Health Professions and Studies. I now call upon the candidates from the School of Health Professions and Studies to please rise. Chancellor Barrigo, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Health Professions and Studies.
By the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the regents of the university and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are a candidate, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the School of Health Professions and Studies, now standing, please come to the stage as directed by the usher for presentation of diplomas.
Jocelyn Abu Aita.
Haidar Al-Hussein.
Kelsey Alexander.
Mohammed Al-Daman.
Nawaf Al-Anazi.
Kasim Al-Far.
Khaled Al-Fuzan.
Eileen Archibald Perkins.
Ibrahim Al-Samari.
Brooke Bandy, sorry. Darius Buckley.
Omar Al-Omari.
Darius Buckley.
Ismail Al-Somali.
Miranda Freeman.
Mishari Al-Sharari.
Julia Hessler.
Abdullah Quairif.
Thomas Cavanaugh.
Maliha Arshad.
China Lee.
Lenice Barbie.
Alexis Molson.
Zahira Farhan.
Brianka Nubi. Paul Pirota.
Equatia Green.
Paul Pirota.
Ragda Ishaq.
Amanda Wilkins.
Jennifer McCarthy. Megan Perkins. Rhea Rogers. Angel Wallace. Shindate Williams. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to graduates of the School of Health Professions and Studies.
You may be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Barnett, and I am the Dean of the School of Education and Human Services. Will the candidates for degrees from the School of Education and Human Services please rise? Chancellor Borrego. Upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Education and Human Services.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the regents of the university, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the School of Education and Human Services now standing please come on the stage as directed by the usher for the presentation of diplomas?
Alexandra Mansour.
Melissa Sanborn.
Taylor Johanna.
Chelsea Obushan.
Riley Carpenter.
Amanda Gardner.
Kara Larson.
Andriana Lemire.
Amanda Link.
Sierra McLeod.
Stevie Perrin.
Jordan Reynolds. Logan Solomon. Trevor Thomas. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to candidates from the School of Education and Human Services. You may be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Margaret Andrews, and I'm the interim dean of the new School of Nursing. I now call upon the candidates from the School of Nursing to please rise. Chancellor Borrego, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Nursing.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the regents of the university, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are a candidate, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the School of Nursing, now standing, please come on stage as directed by the usher for the presentation of diplomas.
Nickie Hewitt. Brianna Williams.
Matthew Roden.
Sabrina Apo.
Olufunke Ajifolokum.
Kemba Battle.
Jake Baker.
Jessica Berger. Hannah Black.
Kevin Bellinger.
LaQuisha Boykins, sorry.
Jacqueline Blackwell. Laura Bowden.
Miguel Cantu.
Marcella Buffalini.
Heather Clement.
Jamie Churchill.
Kirk de Herder.
Tracy Connor.
Kirsten Dick.
Erin Ebner.
Ashley Dixon.
Melissa Dodson.
Jennifer Donsky.
Amber Fritzler.
Christina Fortine.
Caitlin Gunnels.
Stephanie Glenn.
Brittany Honeywell.
Christina Hallbeck.
Julianne Herford.
Denise Henry.
Taylor Hitchcock.
Tabitha Hill.
Rachel Ikbawa.
Nicole Jarvis.
Bridget Krause.
Stephanie Krapp.
Lauren Leach.
Kara Miklis.
Melissa Marriott.
Deborah Mori.
Cami Mishak.
Stephanie Myers.
Megan Mullin.
Susanna Nogolski.
Benjamin Park-May.
Kai Paul.
Heather Pemble.
Megan Perkai.
Sarah Pierce.
Alisa Purcell.
Amanda Richard.
Elias Rishmavi.
Stephanie Sargent.
Diane Rodriguez.
Kelly Scarrett.
Heather Sargent.
Ines Sirkolovich.
Cassandra Springer.
Lisa Strussel.
Elise Stars.
Kelly Tomasek.
Andrea Tuber.
Bridget Thomas.
Fejre Thomas.
Brittany Tyler.
Anthony Trost.
Chad Van Brocklin.
Jenna Underwood.
Ryan Vaughn.
Sean Vanderwall.
Brittany Walters.
Kitty Vincent Kosner.
Brandy Weil.
Ashley Wawarnia.
Hannah Will.
Jenna Welsh.
Jillian Winarski.
Derek Willoughby.
It's his turn. It's his turn.
This concludes the awarding of diplomas to graduates of the School of Nursing.
You may be seated.
Okay, that was fast. There's much effort and planning required for today's ceremony. I'd like to thank the many staff and volunteers who make this possible for our graduates and their families. Will the faculty of the University of Michigan-Flint please rise at this time? I wish to recognize our outstanding faculty. Their commitment to our students and the university is extraordinary. We're fortunate as an institution to have such a high caliber faculty and are very committed to their fields of expertise and to the students they teach. Thank you. I'd like to ask the family and friends of the graduates to rise. They say often when a student goes to college, the whole family goes with them because of all the support needed to help a person On behalf of your partners as the university, we also want to say thank you to all of you who supported your graduates. The awarding of the degrees is now concluded. It's now the time for turning of the tassel. Graduates, you may shift your tassel from the right to the left side. You are now officially inducted as graduates into the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. Go Blue!
The formal commencement exercises are now complete. The audience is requested to remain in their seats until the line of march has completely exited the main floor, at which time the commencement exercises will be adjourned.